This program is for educational purposes only. The content is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any diseases, nor is it intended to take the place of your primary care physician. The statements in this program have not been evaluated by the FDA. Testimonials are shared as individual experiences of the individual. Results vary and may not be typical. We do not make any claims regarding health or income. As an empowered individual, you do have options available. We are honored to have a founding father of the science of epigenetics guiding us with the best options to obtain or maintain optimal health, Dr. Joel Wallach. Hello, everybody, and welcome to Daily with Doc and Becca. My name is Becca Dukes. I'm a certified holistic health coach. I'm also a certified naturopathic practitioner and the host and producer of this show, Daily with Doc, where you are investing time into yourself, bringing more knowledge and wisdom to help you make wiser decisions. Well, today we are joined by an incredible leader. Usually there's two of them, as they are the majestic eagles, but today we have the more beautiful person of that pair, Yolanda Brown from Texas. She is an empowered coach, trainer, motivational speaker, and entrepreneur who's passionate about helping others discover their purpose and potential, physically, financially, and spiritually. So she is also a powerful advocate of ZRadical, the next generation, or ZRadical Plus, which is the next generation of anti-aging supplement featuring fucoidan and collagen together, folks, which has been, the fucoidan part of it has been known to support immune, cardiovascular, neurological, joint health. Just a fantastic product in itself. And then we're adding something else to it. At least Longevity did. And we're super excited. Now, Yolanda's on a mission to let people know more about this product, its legacy, love, and also lifting up others. So get ready for an inspiring hour as we are going to be having the beautiful Ms. Yolanda Brown on with us. And folks, if you were invited to this program by somebody specific, make sure that you get back with them, as they cared enough about you to share this program, care enough about them to say thank you. And they're going to be your number one source when you have questions about anything that you hear on this program. So again, my name is Becca Dukes. This program is being sponsored by Daily with Doc. And if you have not already signed up for our newsletter, it is open to anybody and everybody, as we share about our programming so that you can easily find it and know when we're going to be on and who's going to be on with us. So folks, sign up for the newsletter at dailywithdoc.com. You'll also find more articles and information, the good foods, bad foods list. There's a store there, but that's only for people who either know their personal preferred customer number or are not working with somebody. But if you're working with somebody, you get back to that person that shared this program with you. So without further ado, I am excited to bring on the screen with me Ms. Yolanda Brown. Hello, my dear, and welcome again to Daily with Doc and Becca.
Well, I am so excited to be here. I'm very grateful to have the opportunity to be with you guys. And, Becca, let me just say thank you. Thank you to the whole crew for bringing this to us. And you don't have to do this, but you do this every day. So you have folks that are dedicated, committed, and they're doing it right now. So AJ is amazing to me, and so is everyone else, but I just spoke with him last, so I'm not trying to point anyone out better than the other, but I will tell you that AJ does what he says he's going to do. And
Mhm.
he's excited about being a part of this and keeping the message going. So I just want to say congratulations to the whole team. And I really appreciate all that you do. And I know so
Well,
does Raymond as well. So
yeah.
as I'm speaking today and talking, if there are questions, we can stop and take those questions if you would like to do that. Unfortunately, I have another call, so I'm going to have to stop around 3 o'clock, 3:05 Central Time.
Perfect.
But
Mhm.
the fact of the matter remains that I just want to say good afternoon to all of the champions that are out there. And each of you are champions because you're here on this call today. Now, we call ourselves the majestic eagle simply because eagles tend to soar above the storm when there is a storm. Most of the animals are running away from the storm for shelter, but an eagle flies above it. So, you know what? I'm going to say good afternoon to all of the eagles that are out there because each one of you are really just going above that storm. And right now is a time for all of us to really get serious about our business. I know you hear this all throughout the year. We always talk about it. But the fact remains that it is true. Everyone has a different time as to when they are going to rise up or when they're going to release or when they're going to renew. So now is the time for you to release, renew, and to rise. And I'm saying that because let me just ask this question. How many of you know someone right now who wants to look better, who wants to feel better, wants to have more energy before the holidays?
I think
Before
that's
any day,
everybody.
almost everybody. So let me ask you another question. How many of you have been saying, I'm really ready to get serious about my business when the timing is right? I'm sure many of you on this call have basically said that more than once when the timing is right. So I'm going to tell you that the timing is right now. The timing is right now. So not next month, not in a few minutes, but right now. So now is the time for you to rise, to act, and to shine. You don't need to wait for an opportunity. You need to create it. And that was stated by George Bernard Shaw. You don't have to wait for an opportunity. Create it. So the power of now. When I say that, life doesn't slow down for dreamers. It rewards doers. It rewards those who step out even when they are not fully ready. Because the truth is, you'll never feel completely ready for what you're destined to do. You have to move first. You have to make that first move. And the energy, the clarity, the resources, they will all meet you along the way. Things don't just have to be right. So let me share a quick story, and maybe this will kind of help you to understand what I mean by now is the time for you to get serious about life, your business, your family. It's time for you to just get serious. So a friend once told me that she was waiting for the perfect time to start her business. And she wanted her kids to be at a certain age, to get a little older, or she wanted her schedule to clear up, or she wanted her finances to stabilize. Pick any one of those three. 5 years later, she's still waiting. So another friend, another woman, similar, jumped in with faith and she said, I'll grow as I go. Or as we like to say, I will spread my wings and I'll get more air under my wings and I'll fly higher and higher. So this is what you have to think about. You can stumble, you can fall, you can not feel like you are succeeding, but you're doing something and you're making it happen right now. So that woman who decided that she was going to jump in with faith and she'll grow as she goes, today she's living free. Her business is doing well. She's traveling and she's impacting lives. So you decide how you want to move forward, but just move and make it now. See, the difference wasn't the background of that lady. It wasn't her bank account. It was her belief in herself, her belief in her business, her belief in her product, her belief in the leadership team. It was her belief. So what is it that Zig Ziglar says? You don't have to be great to start, but you have to start to be great.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what we all have to remember. So it is a new season. It is, and you can make it a new you. We normally say a new year, a new you, but right now you can be a new you. And we've decided that we can make that change with something new in our company, something that we once had, but we're making it better. And that's the ZRadical sticks. And we're adding collagen to it, collagen 1 and 3. So when you think about it, it looks something like this. And if you can remember, we had the sticks before, but then we weren't moving them as quickly as we would like. So how do you make something that's good better? You add collagen to it. And what's everybody talking about now? Collagen. And what does collagen help you to do? Oh, it helps with the skin. It helps with you looking more youthful, your hair. So you add that to that main ingredient that's in that ZRadical, fucoidan. It's absolutely unstoppable. You can really make a difference in someone's life. You can have that impact by simply going out and doing what we should be doing already and talking to people, but let's just talk to more people. Now, I don't know if you've heard about that buzz that's going around with ZRadical with collagen, but Saturday, October the 25th, at the event that we had in Sugar Land, Texas, there was the buzz, and there still is the buzz. So I'm hoping that you will get the buzz, and I'm hoping that you will rise up right now to make a difference in your business. So just remember the key ingredient for fucoidan. It's in the ZRadical sticks plus collagen. And understand fucoidan builds your immune system, antiviral properties, anti-aging properties, anti-inflammatory properties, anti-cancer properties, anticoagulant properties, anti-parasitic properties, you name it. I have a friend who says anti-broke properties. So you just name whatever you think is going on with you or someone that you know, ZRadical can help with that. And now that you've got something that people can travel with, yeah, you can travel with the capsules, the Fucoid Z, but most people like to travel with the sticks and can add it with water. When they're in a restaurant, you know how you open it up and someone may ask, what is that? And that's where you're rising up. And that's why you're ready to really renew your spirits, to really go out there and make a difference in someone's life. So being that fucoidan also supports healthy skin, and collagen helps us to support healthy skin, you can imagine what you have in your hands. They're both being combined. And it's like that population in Okinawa, Japan. They're famous for living long, healthy lives because they eat a brown seaweed. Now, that brown seaweed may have some fucoidan in it, but it doesn't have as much as the brown seaweed that we get from the Arctic and Antarctic that we have. So we know that we have something that's better. And now that we've added collagen, the beauty protein, if you will, we can call it that, it helps your skin glow, your joints stay flexible, and your body stay young and vibrant. So you choose. What do you want to do? What story do you want to go out here and tell? So when you begin to share ZRadical with collagen, you're not just sharing a product, you're offering people vitality. You're offering them resilience. You're offering them confidence. You're offering them a way to change their lives financially and physically. Now, on top of that, not only did we release ZRadical with collagen at the event, here in Sugar Land, Texas. But we also talked about releasing the weight. I know many of you have heard about that particular program, which is called the GLP-1. It's a 30-day program. And oh my God, it's all natural. Now, we might as well talk about something that everybody at some point in their lives want to talk about, and that is letting go of that weight. The holidays are coming. The cookies, the pies, mashed potatoes, dressing. I know, I kind of can smell the aroma already. But we know that we need to do something that's going to help people to prepare for the holidays. You know, some folks want to lose or release the weight before the holidays, because when we say lose, you know, somebody may try to find it. But when we want to do that, we want to release the weight for the holidays. And then after the holidays, you know, everybody's looking for ways to let go of those unwanted pounds from the holidays. So that's why now is the time. You got to really begin to think about why you do what you do and who you are doing it with. So I'll do my best not to say lose weight or weight loss, because again, when you lose something, what do? You normally find it. There you go. You normally find it. So we don't want you to find anything. So we're releasing it. We're letting go for good, because we have a 30-day GLP-1 program for everyone to use, which can help regulate your appetite naturally, supports blood sugar balance, and works with your body, not against it. And when people combine it with good nutrition and the support of a community like the one that we have here, they don't just drop the pounds, they release old habits. They release old beliefs. They release old energy. So the secret of getting ahead is getting started. That's what Mark Twain said. So why don't you get started? If you haven't ordered yours today, even if you may not be using it, you may be at the weight that you want to be, but order it today so when you're talking to folks about it, you can show them what it's all about. You have a shot, and the brochure talks about the 30-day plan. So you got a support shot, you've got the boost, and you've got the fiber. You've got all of that. So let's help our friends. Let's help our family start right now. Let's get them to enter in their already winning, already lighter, already feeling alive again program with our GLP. And then there's hope. So when you think about hope, the complete women's health system that was also talked about during our event on Saturday. So it definitely promotes healthy aging, cellular protection, and it helps to manage cellular stress. So that's what Rejuvenate is, of the hope. And then there's the life balance, which addresses menopause symptoms and healthy metabolism, just to name two. And then you've got the probiotic complete, and that promotes healthy digestion. So when you think about hope and the fact that we are all about giving folks hope, and what it stands for as far as helping you with that optimal mood, the harmony, optimism, being positive, power, and energy. That's hope. And that's what we can give them. So whether they are premenopause or menopause or postmenopause, those aren't dirty words. You know, they're seasons in our lives as women. And every season deserves to be met with grace, wisdom, and support. And that's what we have in hope. Too many women have been told, just deal with it. But we're here to say, no more suffering in silence. Our Hope program brings natural solutions for balanced mood, sleep, and energy. But beyond that, it brings back something many women lose during those years, their sense of themselves. So we're bringing you back. Our Hope program brings natural solutions. So please remember that. It brings natural solutions. So we're not just helping women get through a stage, we're helping them thrive through it. So when you know your why, you can handle anyhow. And that, of course, Viktor Frankl said that. So when you know your why, you can handle anyhow. So this is your moment. Whether it's the ZRadical sticks with collagen or just ZRadical, our beverage, or fucoidan, our capsules, or the ZRadical in the canister, whatever that may look like, this is your moment. And if GLP-1 is your stitch, this is your moment. Pick your passion. And if hope is where you really want to be because you see yourself on that cruise and you know you can do this, this is your moment. I'm a ZRadical girl. Always will be. Because I know that it works at the cellular level. And I know that cell-to-cell communication is so important, that we are made up of cells. So I know that's where my heart is, and that's my moment. And it will always be my moment that I will expand on. So I'm asking you to choose your moment. What are you going to expand on? What are you with your business? Are you just going to sit around and just talk about it? Or are you going to rise up and do something about it right now? Or maybe you have to renew your faith. Then now is the time to do that. You've got 3 great products that you can really grab hold to, that you know in this last quarter of the year, most people are looking for anything that has anything to do with anti-aging, anything to do with releasing the weight, anything that's just going to help me to feel better and not have to go through those hot flashes or those hot moments. Anything that can give me that relief, I want it. I'm all in. Every product that we've talked about today are just tools. They're missions. So, but here's the truth. Well, here's my truth. You have to decide if it's your truth. The products won't change the world by themselves. The product will not change the world by themselves. You will. We will. You are the messenger. You're the connector. And you're the hope dealer. Isn't it great to be that? The hope dealer. So here's my challenge to each of you. What will you do today? Not tomorrow, not in the next minute, but what will you do right now today to share this message? Will you make 1 phone call, 2 phone calls, 3 phone calls, or ever how many phone calls? Will you make it to share? Will you go live on social media and tell your story or to tell someone else's story? Will you? Will you talk to one person who needs to hear that change is possible? Will you? Because someone out there is waiting for your courage, no one else's, but yours. Someone is waiting for that. Someone is waiting for your story to give them hope. Your story. And if you don't have a story now, tell someone else's story. GLP-1, you can tell Lanny's story. You can tell Dr. Dennison, Laura Dennison's story, or anyone that you know that may be on GLP-1. Tell their story. If not now, when? If not you, who? You have to decide that. Now, I say that, but there are so many other people that say that quote, but I remember the first time that I read it, Hillel the Elder said it. It's so true. If not now, when? If not you, who? You have to think about that. So release, renew, and rise. Release, renew, and rise. So as I wrap up, then we're open for any questions or anything that I can help you with for your business, or maybe it's just for the next move that you want to make that may help you in life and not just your business. Whatever I can do to help you to be that better you, to help you to release, to help you to renew, to help you to rise up to the occasion, I want to do that. I want to do that. So I really want you to remember those words: release, renew, and rise. Release the weight. Release the weight, not just physically, but emotionally. Release it. GLP-1 will help you to release it. Renew your health. Renew your mindset. Renew your confidence. Renew you. Think about that a moment. Renewing you. That is so important. You are the most important part of all of this. Anything that's going to change, it has to start with you, with me, with us. So please rise up into your purpose. Rise. Because the world needs what only you can bring. Not anyone else, what only you can bring. And don't let anyone tell you differently. You can bring it. That's what's most important. You were not called to sit in on the sidelines. You were called to shine. You were called to lead. You were called to live well and to help others to do the same. Should I repeat that so that you know what you were called for? You were not called to sit on the sidelines. You were called to shine. You were called to lead. You were called to live well and help others do the same. So hope could also mean helping other people every day. That's what you were called to do. That's why you're here. That's that purpose. So take care of you. Take care of your body. You have to, before you can help anyone take care of theirs. You've got to take care of this temple, your body. It is the only place you have to live. Remember Jim Rohn saying that? It is the only place you have to live. When I heard him first say that, I was like, wow, that makes sense. I've said it, but it just didn't mean anything when I was saying it the way he said it, or maybe it was just time for me to get it. You know how you can hear someone say one thing and, oh, okay. You can hear someone else say that same one thing and it means something different. Just like, you can talk to your friends and about what we have and then you're like, oh, yeah. But somebody else can go in and talk to your friends and they're like all over it. Same thing. So it is time for you to shine. It's time for you to take care of you. It's time for you to take care of where you live. So let's sort of declare it together, if you don't mind. Why don't we just declare it together with energy, with conviction? Now is the time. You should put it up. Put it on your refrigerator. Put it on your computer. Put it on your phone. Put it somewhere where you can see it every day, knowing now is the time. We've got ZRadical Plus collagen. We've got the GLP-1. We've got hope, along with our other 90 for Life products in the 90 for Life family, starting with our Healthy Body Start Pack. those 90 essential nutrients. We've got it all. We've got it all. So now is the time. So you can go around and you can chant that with your family, you can chant it with your group, or you can just chant it yourself, saying over and over again when you're sitting back doing nothing and you know you need to make a phone call. Remind yourself that now is the time. You know you need to send that email. Now is the time. You know you need to get your auto shipped on today. Now is the time. And if you're not on auto ship, you know you need to get on auto ship. Now is the time. Not tomorrow. Nope. Today. Right now is the time. So when you say it, mean it. And if you have to keep saying it until you really mean it, that's what you do. I believe it. I believe now is my time. I believe that every day is my time. And it's up to me to use that time wisely during the day. It's so important that we do that. This is your moment. To all my friends that are out there, this is your moment. Don't let anyone tell you any differently. I'm not going to let anyone tell you any differently because it's true. This is your moment. So why don't you just step into it? Step right on into it. Feel that fear and just do it anyway. Step into it and know that you have the tools to back you. You have the products to back you. You have a company, a leadership team to back you. Step into it. Have that faith. Don't try to wait for everything to be perfect because it's not going to be. You can do this. Speak life. Speak life. Share hope. Speak life. Share hope and watch the miracles unfold. Speak life. Share hope and watch the miracles unfold. Because when you move, everything moves with you. And I promise you this, your future self will thank you for the decisions that you made today. Your future self will thank you for the decisions that you're making today. You've got the tools. You've got new products. You've got ZRadical plus collagen, youth, anti-aging, better skin, the glowing. Now is the time. You want to release the weight naturally and not worry about all of the side effects, such as like losing your muscle mass and things of that nature. You've got GLP-1. Release the weight naturally with grace. You want more harmony in your life to optimize, to empower yourself or to be productive and to know that it's all there for you and to energize yourself or empower yourself. There's hope. Whether it's premenopause, menopause, postmenopause, whatever it may be, or maybe you just want to have the harmony all over. And maybe you're not going through any of that, but you definitely can use the products. It's because it is the complete health system for women. Don't worry, man. Trust me. If it's a health system for a woman, it's going to help you out too. Trust me on that one. And if you don't believe me, ask any man that's out there that's married that has their wife going through those stages in life. Just ask them. It's very true. So I'm going to say this to you again. It's your moment. Step into it. Speak life, share hope, and watch the miracles unfold. Because when you move, everything moves with you. And I promise you this, your future self will thank you for the decision you made today. Thanks for being on this call. That's your first step. Becca, back to you.
Well, Yolanda, thank you so much. That was absolutely fantastic. How now is the time. Absolutely. Folks, if you're looking for something to believe in, a company that has your back with the tools and the leadership, you found it. You found it.
Yep.
And that's just three of the products or systems that are solutions that Longevity offers.
Mm-hmm.
And I just, whenever I stepped into it and I started, and almost 10 years ago now, lost 100 pounds, regained my life, my health. I get choked up. Because I was able to spend 2 full days with my grandkids watching my oldest son play adult baseball in the Phoenix heat. And I felt great. And that would not have happened 10 years ago. So now is the time. And we just heard an amazing motivational delivery of why not you? Why not? There's so many people that are looking for hope. And you just heard about 3 different systems that can bring that. And not just bring it as something to put in your mouth, but something that works as a solution.
Absolutely.
Yolanda, thank you so very much for being on with us. I know we do have a hand up, so we're going to go ahead and bring him on screen. And you didn't let me have the opportunity to say, I can't say he's my right-hand man, but he's my golden left-hand man.
Isn't that great?
I mean, he's pretty awesome. So, AJ, what questions do you have for Yolanda? Or comments?
Questions in order: thankfulness for Yolanda, and then second, some commentary, and then a question. So first and foremost, thank you, Yolanda, for being here, because I know that you were busy. I know that you carved out some time and stole it from some other people to be with us, and we appreciate that very, very much. And I know that tomorrow you're having an event that if you could just tell us a little bit about that before I go into my rant, because I got some serious things to talk to you about. But can you tell us a little bit about the event tomorrow?
I most certainly can. But first, let me just say this. Whenever I have to carve out time for my family here at Longevity, it's good. It's good that I'm able to do that because I want to do that. I choose to do that. I could have made an excuse to you and just said, "No, I can't do it. Sorry. I'm booked,
Oh, man. Yeah.
But wherever I can give back to those that are given to me each and every day, to help me to go out and share with others, to believe and show people what we have as a company, as a people, I'm always going to make the time. Always. So just know that. Even when I tell you, "Ooh, let me just check it," just know that I'm going to do everything I can. And if I can't, that it was like, it must have been really, really tough that she couldn't make that move. So I appreciate you asking me. So I just want you to know that. And whenever I hear your voice, you always bring a smile, and you always smile. So that brings a bigger smile to me. So that's all good. And so before I tell about the event, I also just want to give a shout out to one other person that came to Houston that's on our calls on Thursday night, who's got some great testimonials in his group, and that's Zach. And I just want him to know that I support all that he's doing, and that we thank him for supporting our Happy Healthy Hours, our trainings. I just had to bring that out because we are one team, and he's always given us that support and always striking back with love. So I just want to let him know that. I just had to point him out.
Zach is an amazing spirit.
Yes, he is. He is. Now, for tomorrow, all of you amazing spirits, I'm inviting you to be on our training call. And that is, we're going to be talking about these products again, but it won't be coming from us. It'll be coming from Sanjeev. So join us tomorrow morning at 11 a.m. Central Time. Now, I'm not going to tell you exactly what time he's coming on because I know many of you would just try to get on when he's on and then just kind of drop off. So got to be on the call to know when he's coming on. So just join us then. We go from 11 till around 1 p.m. Central Time. We break for lunch for 30 minutes. Then we come back and finish off the training with personal development, answer any questions that you may have, whatever we can do to help you build your business. We do this the first Saturday of each month, unless it's a holiday or we're going to be out of town or something. So just know that you are welcome to be there. And if you have any topics that you would like for us to speak on, the compensation plan or anything that to help you to build your business, you can email or text. So you can email rybrown12@gmail.com or text 713-628-6129. And we'll do our best to answer those questions for you. So if you need to know how to get to 1-star, whatever it is, we want to help you to grow. This is a training that we host, but it's for all of Longevity Nation.
That is fantastic. That is fantastic. And how could they get to the Zoom if they wanted to go?
If you want to attend, it's Raymond, RAYMOND, and AND, Yolanda, YOLANDA, Zoom.com. Raymond and Yolanda, Zoom.com. And the meeting ID is 376-933-4887. And if you aren't able to get on Zoom and you want to call in, you can do so. Same meeting ID. The number is 929-205-6099. So any way you want to do it, just join us.
Okay, make sure you give me those IDs. I'll make sure they're on the platform. We do have the Ray and Yolanda Zoom Raymond and Yolanda Zoom.com on all the platforms, so folks who are watching remotely can see that in the description. And thank you for doing what you do. Your consistency is probably one of the secrets to your success. And, it's just, you folks are just amazingly consistent, and we appreciate you for that.
Thank you.
But getting to the nitty gritty of my questions here, I'm old school. So if you could see here, I deal with the ZRadical. We got a liquid bottle, and I got my Fucoid Z. You can tell it's well worn. It's time for some more. But I need you to verify whether or not some of these points that, I work with pharmacist Ben a lot, and some of the points that he's mentioned, the benefits of fucoidan are, and I need you to say yes or no to each of these points, and you tell me whether or not this is accurate. So fucoidan is helpful for blood fluidity and thinning.
That is correct.
It is referred to as nature's. I can't say the medical, but it shares a similar molecular structure as heparin.
That is correct.
It is good for delivery and detoxification of the blood cells.
Correct again.
Fucoidan is helpful for cholesterol and blood fats.
That is also correct.
It is also helpful in increasing the blood's zeta potential, and it helps to electrify the system and cells.
Amazing, amazingly true.
And because of its sulfate and polysaccharide composition, it is helpful for building and regenerating connective tissue.
That is correct. And I can tell that you've been talking to pharmacist Ben Fuchs. Yes.
You can tell this.
You can,
And then it also helps to structure the water in the body.
oh, yes.
And what about wound healing and anti-aging? He said it's important for skin health, including wrinkle and other anti-aging effects.
Absolutely. I mean, you can use it topically. You can put it in your moisturizer, I will put it when I'm using my cleanser. I put it in my cleanser, and I'll clean my face and wipe it off, and then I will put it in my moisturizer. After that, I use it in my shampoos. So yeah, it's amazing what it can do. The thing that I will say, and I'm sure, do you have some others that I need to?
I mean, you know,
Okay.
I got a whole list if you want me to rapid fire.
Now, wait, before you do that, I will just tell you guys this. If you want to hear, definitely join AJ and pharmacist Ben Fuchs. Be a part of that. Don't miss it. If you can be on the calls or listen to the recordings. He's also recorded on majesticeagles.info. One word, majestic, MAJESTIC, Eagles, EAGLES.info. Under training health education, you'll see pharmacist Ben Fuchs. He's done 2 series there, total about 4 hours. And you can listen to him and stop and play. And it is absolutely amazing. But I think it will be very worth your while to listen to some of the other things that AJ is about to ask me, because fucoidan is absolutely the wonder nutrient of the century. I didn't say that. That's what the researchers and scientists are saying. They basically have said it's the most powerful nutrient ever discovered. And I normally say ever discovered. So carry on, my friend.
Well, you know, I mean, well, this one, it says will help AJ get all the ladies. Is that one of
Okay,
the?
let me preface that by saying this. It will help AJ get the ladies that AJ want to attract.
You know, that I got to get an extra bottle now. You know, I want to listen. I won't enumerate all of the benefits that I have listed here, like structural support and wound healing and sulfate benefits and leaky gut and blood sugar health.
Right there with leaky gut, because I know there are folks on this call that know someone with leaky gut. I've been hearing a lot more people call me and ask about leaky gut. So yes, fucoidan does address leaky gut.
Okay. And it has some omega-3 fatty acids in there, eye and skin protection, and just other ailments that folks are dealing with. You know, if you're, what is it? And so my question being, what is it? You mentioned the skin topically. How do you use ZRadical Fucoid Z in your daily regimen? And thank you again for being here.
Oh, absolutely. So in my daily regimen, I will tell you, when I get up in the morning, after I drink at least 8 to 12 ounces of water, I will have what I call my morning sunshine drink. Now, in that drink, I have my ZRadical old school, the bottle. I have 4 ounces of ZRadical. I have BTT tablets. Now, I do the tablets, so I am old school there. I grind them up and I throw my tablets in there. And I also do cardio beats and plant-derived minerals and an ounce of osteo. And then I will blend that up. And I will take selenium, vitamin C, and D3. So, and my omegas. So that's my morning routine. That's how I use that when I'm using it internally. Now, externally, when I am washing my face in the morning, I will use my cleanser and I will do a half a ounce of ZRadical and I will wash my face. When I am weekends, I like to do the spa thing. So when I'm doing the spa thing in the bathtub, I will put ZRadical along with the bath salts from Longevity, and I put them in there, and then I will soak. I will also, as I indicated earlier, in the evening when I am cleansing my face, I use ZRadical with my cleanser. I also use ZRadical with my moisturizer that I'm putting on my face after I cleanse it. And then I will use it in my shampoo when I'm washing my hair. I will put it in with my conditioner and I will sit under the dryer for 10 to 15 minutes max. And then I will wash out or shampoo out the conditioner with the shampoo with ZRadical in it. Those are some of the things that I use it for topically. My husband had a problem with his eye. He had a sty in it, and we put ZRadical around the sty and also in his eye, and it went away. Anything that occurs in our household, the first thing that we do grab is ZRadical. And so I will just tell you, whatever you're thinking about, burns, we put it on burns, mosquito bites. So it's all there. So I use it just about in everything that we do. So because I know it's number one, tightening the skin, it's good for the skin. And you heard some of the things that AJ just, and he didn't give you all of them, which he should, because you would be amazed. That is why we start, and our flagship product has always been ZRadical, because it's simple. And in this business, any leader you talk to, whether they're in this company or any other company, they will tell you when you have a product that is unique, you feature it. And you can build your business around that product. And around that product, we know that we have the Healthy Body Start Pack. We know there's no way that you should not have those 90 essential nutrients. We know that. We also understand that there's selenium and all the other secret sauces that we have. So that's how I use ZRadical when I'm talking with people, because most people won't say it to you immediately, but they're thinking it. I need something simple. I don't need a whole lot. I need to start off with something very simple. I hear it all the time. And the much more mature people will tell you very quickly that they need something that's really simple. But younger people now, on the go, they want something that they can put in their drink and water or whatever. So the ZRadical sticks with collagen is one thing that I know. I'm going to go back to some of the young folks, because they would say, I really don't want to take the capsules, Yolanda. I want something that's going to give me flavor. And so this will, since we have them back now. So I'm excited, and I am thoroughly pleased that the Wallachs went to bat to make this an even better product. So I hope that answered your question.
It does. Thank you very, very much. Jill asked, when you do topically, you using the powder or you using the liquid?
I'm using the liquid. Now you can make a poultice from the capsules. Now I've done that too. And you just open the capsules and you put a little bit of plant-derived minerals or even colloidal silver, and along with some water, and you can make a paste and you can put that on. Now it smells fishy because it's the capsules. So you just want to just understand that smell is going to be there. Zach has his hand up.
Awesome. Yes, Zach has his hand up, but I also have a question that came in. What about for ulcers in the stomach?
ulcers in the stomach. So I would tell you, how can I say this and not sound coy, but I'm just going to say it. Any condition that you're thinking about, use ZRadical. Yes, it does help with ulcers. So I would want to talk to you personally, just to sort of understand how long you've had them, what exactly is going on, or do you have any other conditions? So there's a lot more that I would want to answer for you or to talk with you about. But yes, it does help with ulcers.
And I'm so glad that you said that, because it's about relationships, getting to know somebody, not just throwing a bunch of stuff at them, letting them go and be on their own.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
So thank you so much for that. And before I bring Zach on, I just want to do a shout out. Thank you, Zach, as he has supplied me with your flyer about today's program. So I've been able to share that with all of my team. Thank you, thank you, thank you, Zach. And Zach, go ahead and unmute yourself.
I just want to thank Yolanda and Raymond. They're sweethearts, man. They're sweethearts. ZRadical, the amount, God, if I really said what I feel from my heart, what I've seen of changes is just mind blowing. I gave ZRadical to one customer who was gonna have a hysterectomy, had no children. That was the only product, together with osteo, she could support. Now she has a baby, and she attributes it, she does, to the ZRadical.
Wow.
My father recently, my father, 94, he got the shingles just recently. His mouth was in pain. He couldn't drink anything. I gave him sips of ZRadical. I know for a fact that's what helped him go and keep. He's a strong-willed man, but I know it was ZRadical. Next to the Health and Body Start Pack, ZRadical is my top product. One other testimony. I mean, I got testimonies like crazy, a lot. I mean, fucoidan, it's powerful. The 90 for life, of course, everything else. But this person, I gave him a 90 for life. Her stomach would burn. Prior to drinking the product, she was having issues. And I gave her the Tangy. She couldn't tolerate it. And I said, I know what I'm going to give you. I heard that in Mexico, in the digestive pack, they were including the ZRadical. And I said, well, if it's good for digestion, I said, try this. Guess what? She says, can I just take this for now? It makes my stomach happy. This person fell in love with ZRadical. She was telling everybody about ZRadical. Thank you, wow. Yolanda. And regarding the trainings, you guys are just, no wonder you guys have such high retention, because you're loving, you're caring, you got a good product, and you got a big heart. Thank you to all. And Becca, thank you for having her. You and AJ and everybody in the team, blessings to all of you. Thank you for what you do. Have a nice weekend.
Thank you, Zach. And Yolanda, I know you've got a busy schedule, and you need to be going on to your next meeting. So thank you so much for being here with us on Daily with Doc. Greatly appreciate you and Raymond both. You both have a place in my heart.
Well,
and
I want to come back
about 9 years.
I want to come back, and I want AJ to finish that list with me so that I can say correct. Correctamundo. Amazingly, yes, that is correct. So with that, I'm going to say to each and every one of you, now is the time. Go out there, make it rain. It's up to you. I love you guys. Thank you so much for having me. Becca, you are the bomb. So appreciate it. And your team, explode with her. Talk to you guys later. Bye now.
Bye, Yolanda. Thank you so much. And everybody, thank you so much for being here with us on Daily with Doc and Becca. You know, if you've ever thought about having your own home business, now is the time. This is the company, this is the place, and this is the team or the person that invited you to this program, you're in the right place. So get back with the person that shared this program with you. And if there's no one to thank, we do have a call team here of certified holistic health coaches. People you see on the screen right now are part of that team. You can call 855-949-3377. Again, that's 855-949-3377. You know, we do this because we care about people. We take calls all the time. I mean, AJ, we're in a meeting and he's always excusing himself because the phone is ringing. And I, have to disrupt or just dismiss mine because I'm running the meeting. But folks, I call them back because each and every one of you are important. And I am so glad that you took this time in investing in yourself, because that just shows that you believe that you are important. Have a fantastic, fantastic day. You can find all of the products that we mentioned today, the ZRadical Plus, the ZRadical, the Fucoid Z, also the GLP-1 and the Hope products, all on our website. If you don't have somebody that you're working with already, and that's dailywithdoc.com. AJ, I see your hand again. What am I missing?
You're not missing much. Thank you for doing what you do. But I'm wondering if you could just, because there's a lot of things that were said on the show that might feel outlandish to some people, if you wouldn't mind telling them a disclaimer.
Oh, this program is for educational purposes only. It is not meant to take the place of your primary care physician, nor is it meant to treat, diagnose, or cure any disease. But folks, when you give your body what your body needs, and the only reason why I know what my body really needs is because of the work and research of an amazing individual, Dr. Joel Wallach, who started out as a veterinarian. Actually, he started out as a child that had some behavioral issues and different tics and things going on, and figured out way back then that what was in his bowl was not what his body was needing. He took that even deeper, went into college after figuring out himself and not being able to play well with others, fixed himself, played sports, went to college, worked his way through college in the pathology lab, and was invited to be part of an expedition to save the white rhino in Africa. After that, he then went to the Yerkes Primate Center, where he found the first non-human case of cystic fibrosis in a Risi monkey. He provided the information to them. They confirmed, yes, it is cystic fibrosis. And then they said that he could replicate it or even help those that had it. He got fired. So he decided, with all the information that he had, he could teach nutrition, and then absolutely did so in Oregon at one of the first naturopathic colleges, where then he decided, hey, I'm here, why not be one? So he became a naturopathic physician as well. So he's got 3 postdoctorates, and in those 3 postdoctorates, he did on 452 different species, close to 30,000 autopsies. 1,700 of those autopsies were done on children in Qishan, China, who were under the age of 10, who had died suddenly. He found the cause. And through all of his research in the pathology lab, looking at why what was on his table had passed away, he linked deficiencies and symptoms. And that what has got us today, the 90 essential nutrients that everybody on this screen don't want to live without. And you won't either when you really feel the difference. AJ.
Well, the people who are in the Zoom, like Zach and Carrie and Jill and iPhone and Tony and Nancy and Lorna and Bill and Ray and Prunjit and Gloria and Dr. Jim and Mango and Lance and Marlene and Beverly and Nancy and Patty, and I know that there's another Marilyn on the Zoom with us also. I'm wondering, how could people who are out there maybe watching us become one of us and join the team and maybe even make it a business? What would they need to do?
Well, they need to get back with the person that shared this program with them, because chances are they're one of the amazing individuals who have found the right company that has the right leadership, who also has products that deliver solutions. They're in the right place.
And what if they just stumbled over it on YouTube?
Well, then they could give our call team a call at 855-949-3377. Ask all the questions they want to ask, and that individual will be able to help them get started right away. There we go. Simple as that, folks. And, you know, it doesn't take thousands and thousands of dollars to start your own franchise or your own business. You can work it around your own schedule. If you want to make it, you know, a few bucks here and there to help cover some costs of different things, or if you want to replace an income, that's totally up to you. AJ?
It doesn't cost thousands of dollars. How much does it cost to start?
Oh, the simple distributorship is $30, but I recommend the $4.99, the CEO or the family pack, because that's going to give you the products. That's going to give you the enough for a family. That's also going to give you the distributorship. And how are you going to promote something that you haven't tried yourself? Just something to think about. So that's $499 plus tax and shipping, and you get about $600 worth of product. So you can't go wrong.
But if I wanted to start with $30, I could potentially start with $30.
You could, but you want to get the products in your body and be a product of the product, because we do have this qualification that we need to have each and every month. And for me, that just brings more legitimacy to the business. Instead of just being salespeople, we're actually able to share our own stories. And until we have our own story, we use other people's story as to what can be accomplished in the body when the body is given what it's needed from the start. All right. Okay. I got a double thumbs up. So I guess that means that I can close out the show now. Folks, join us next week. Are we doing Pharmacist Ben Bites on Monday? Pharmacist Ben Bites on Monday, either 9 or 10. You want to make sure that you get signed up for that newsletter. He is saying 10 Eastern time. That is 7 o'clock Pacific time, so that you get those notifications as you are going to want to go stream.dailywithdoc.com and catch that Pharmacist Ben Bites and with AJ. And that is Monday. Of course, if you're on any platform, do a search for Daily with Doc and Becca. It's going to come up with our channel. Subscribe to our channel and make sure that you turn on those notifications so you get an alert as to when we go live. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday from 12 to 1 p.m. Pacific, 1 to 2 Mountain, 2 to 3 Central, and 3 to 4 Eastern. And time is changing, so I'm not even going to try to guess what it is in South Africa starting Sunday. He told me, but I don't remember. So I need some more Smart FX, more ZRadical, and everything else. So until next time, folks, thank you so much for joining us here on Daily with Doc and Becca. My name is Becca Dukes, and it is my honor and privilege to bring this information to you right here where you're at. Bye for now. This program is for educational purposes only. The content is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any diseases, nor is it intended to take the place of your primary care physician. The statements in this program have not been evaluated by the FDA. Testimonials are shared as individual experiences of the individual. Results vary and may not be typical. We do not make any claims regarding health or income. As an empowered individual, you do have options available. We are